No problem.
Okay. Get up and running here. Okay, I guess we'll stick. I don't know. You want to do something else other than 20, or are you happy with that for the budget?
We can. It's okay.
20's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, chat. We need somebody to pick a map for us. Something other than Alpine, Big Lock, or Death Valley. So your choices are River Crossing or the Stacks. You're reinstalling stuff, Gwydion. You should have never uninstalled it. You have 42. Can you freeze your balance? No. As long as you're watching the stream, you're getting neurons. Because you're picking up 10 every 5 minutes or something. I haven't cranked up at the moment. How's Battlestar going? Yes, I actually have been. I played Stacks. Stacks is first. Stacks is first. Sorry, got distracted there. I haven't done Foggy Down this one in a while either. Okay, game is created. Team Rocket, and password is Camisal again. See ya, Avram. Thank you for watching. And how's Battlestar? Battlestar is going well. I've actually been playing it. I've been playing it during the day a little bit. I didn't play it this morning though. I didn't have time. But I did play it yesterday and played it Thursday a little bit. And it's progressing. I'm still having fun. I'm learning little tricks here and there. Because they actually put out a patch. I think it was Thursday morning. I think it came out. And they tweak stuff. Like the damage that fighters do, they downgraded them because they were so strong. So now the fighters aren't quite as brutal or overwhelming as they were. So you have to play that a little bit more differently. Not a whole lot. They're basically doing the same stuff, but you still have to pay attention a little bit more to the other enemy, the Cylon fighters and stuff. You actually have to focus on them a little bit more, or actually a little bit less, because you can't kill them as fast, and as a result you actually have to get them to dogfight so you can distract them so they don't get to do their stuff. So there's that. And then also as a result you have to take anti-missile things into consideration a little bit more, because it used to be just it used to be just using the Battlestar, the Artemis, with the flat cannons and stuff, and that would, and they still do. They're still very effective with that. But because the fighters are not taking down ships as fast, you have to come up with not just the flat cannons to keep the missiles off of you, because you have to utilize your battle stars more for their guns, which means taking down the flak. So you have, and luckily there is another fighter called the Sweeper, which goes in. It basically drops chaff everywhere, and that's what you use for anti-missile. And one of those sweepers can basically shut down a lot of missile ships, because you just put that chaff and the missile won't go through it. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, have I killed your ship yet? No, I have not. I don't think so. I think I've lost a couple of ships, but I don't know who exactly died. Gwydion, your OS drive crashed. Didn't have much of a choice. Boo. Yeah, and they made the light cannons less accurate, so they're not as strong, but they're still effective. In all honesty, they are. Because one of my fleets is I think a Battlestar or two, and like 3 of the Adamants, which are the frigates, and they're still effective. They're not as effective, but they're still effective. Especially if enough. Do the replays follow your fighters longer now? Not that well, a little bit maybe. And they've done something to, it looks like the replays are more, they actually seem to record a little bit better, but I actually haven't got an actual recording done, because you tell it to record and it never seems to finish. I mean, I let it run like for like a 10-minute battle, on Thursday. It was a 10-minute battle, and I tried to record it, you know, through the in-game system, and it never actually finished, which is kind of annoying.
Start your engines.
So the recording system still needs work.
Hey.
And I don't know why it's broken. I don't know if it's well, they're using an in-game. Well, it's not an in-game. It's a third-party program that they're using to do it. And for some reason, it never wants to finish.
Skipper.
It did the very first time I ran it, but that was before the patch. After the patch, it has not been running. Well, it hasn't been finished.
I got you.
Have I started using torpedoes yet? In Battlestar? Hell yeah. Torpedoes are fucking
Waiting on
awesome.
you, Commander.
Can you change the loadout of the mechs, or is this mech? There is no mech lab in this currently implemented Stallhertz. They have said in the past that they don't plan on making the mech lab available during the beta. They have said the beta is primarily for balancing gameplay, not so much for playing around with the mech lab. Although, you would think putting in the mech lab would allow you to balance a little bit better because of, well, no, let's actually think about this reasonably here. By using stock mechs, you can balance the system because you're keeping that whole variable boating thing out of the equation, right? Now, is that a good or a bad thing? Is the question. Is leaving, you know, not allowing people to boat mechs, and even that we don't know exactly what we're going to be able to do as far as customization goes in the first place, is what are they actually going to let us do? Are we going to be able to create boats? Because they are using a hardpoint system, similar to what MechWarrior Online is using. But what that actually means, we don't know because we haven't seen it. All we've seen is what's on these stock mechs. So introducing the mech lab may hurt with the balancing thing, because I think they're just trying to look at which weapons are strong, which ones are weak, what's working, what isn't. And when you introduce the whole customization thing, I think it throws it off. But it could help as well, because it will show you issues that you may not see through stock mechs, and that would be multiple ACs on a mech, which actually we already see through the Jaegers. Jaegers have AC5s and AC2s, so we get that. And I don't know how many mechs will be able to run
what can I do for you?
double AC20s anyway. Oh, wait a minute, we're supposed to have King Crabs in this game. So
The King Crab.
yeah, King Crab's going to be able to run 220s.
That will be my favorite mech.
Yeah, I have a feeling the King Crab's going to be very popular because of that. 220s, the potential that, oh, multi-targeting with two AC20s, yeah, the potential to headshot two people in a turn is outrageous.
Even if you don't multi-shot, even if you focus on one mech,
oh yeah,
it's a beast.
Yep.
So we have here.
Tarkus, they mentioned something about tweaking the recording features and maybe it broke it. I have a feeling it did, because like I said, I haven't been able to record anything since the patch. Well, I was able to record at least one time, but I stopped doing that because it was broken, because it was so stuttery. It wasn't worth recording, so I didn't record anymore after that. And then after the patch, they said they improved some stuff, so I try it, and then it doesn't actually finish the recording. So this better not turn the top down. No, I don't think it will. Because the thing about multiplayer here is one of the checkboxes is stock mechs only, so that'll stop that right there. You know, in the single player game, it's no big deal to be able to, you know, make your boats and customize your mechs that way. I don't have an issue with that because it's playing against the computer, so it's not that big a deal.
Ready to rock.
But you know, multiplayer would be a big deal.
I'm rolling.
220s on a Locust. Well, no, I don't think you're going to be able to do that in this game. Simply because Endo and Pharaoh are probably not going to be in the
Affirmative, Commander.
game more than likely. Well, again, I don't know what kind of flexibility they're going to give us with multiplayer.
That didn't hit.
But like, all you need to do is just make sure that stock mech thing is checked on, and you don't have to worry about any of it. Yeah, and keep in mind, this is not, you know, you can make your boats all you want, and it's still not going to be that big of a deal. Now, you do have your mechs that have, you know, 6+ medium lasers in here, and they are definitely dangerous, but they're not the same as they are in MechWarrior Online, because you don't have the ability to do pinpoint damage, unless, of course, the mech is, you know, laying on its back or it's powered down. But even then, it's not guaranteed, because it's still a chance. It's only a chance to hit the called shot. It's not an actual 100%. You know, you have a chance to hit, and then you have a chance to hit the actual specific spot you're firing.
Nice try.
So, I meant the 220 king crab shooting both at Locust. Oh, shooting both 20s at the Locust. Well, that poor Locust is just toast at that point. You saw the highlight, right? Or the clip. Was it a clip or a highlight of the poor little Locust getting decimated by the Awesome 8Q?
Yes, Commander.
That was funny. Poor little guy never stood a chance. You're the one who clipped it, okay. I forget who does the clips.
Taking the shot.
What? Poor Commando. poor little Commando. Oh, now you're trying to pick on my Commando too. So. They should let you do sensor lock and then run away with the light.
I'm here.
Just to be fair. That's what they should really do.
If you say so.
Speaking of Locust. Avram, can you advertise? I'm not being paid for another channel. Is it your own channel, Avram? Because we usually don't advertise other streams in here, just so you know. I'm the only one who does that in this channel. Usually we don't allow you to advertise for other streamers, unless there's a reason for it. Like if they're doing a charity stream or something like that. But if you're just advertising somebody's channel, we don't usually do that. Simply because, you know, I don't go into other people's channel going, hey, can I advertise my channel?
My armor, Commander.
It's typically seen as not being cool.
Commander?
Except for special occasions, right? Oh, that's cool that you asked, Avram. That's fine. I'm glad you did ask. You did the right thing there. match out. Hey Dutch, welcome back, or welcome to the stream. Is a 4-mech squad the teams? Yes, it is. Yes, this game is only 4-on-4, but the single player portion of the game is going to be different. As far as what you'll be faced against, but you'll still have a maximum of 4 mechs on your side, but you'll be playing against different stuff. Like it's during the campaign, you'll be playing against other mechs and vehicles as well. For the beta testing, it's just 4-on-4. Either you're either playing against the AI 4-on-4, or you're playing against another person 4-on-4. And right now I'm playing against another person, Camisal here. He's just kind of quiet because it's kind of late for him.
Commander?
And I'm not an English native speaker.
That's true. He's a German, and his English is not his native language, so. But his English is way better than my German. And by way, I mean I don't really speak a word of German, so other than, you know, the simple like Guten Tag, and that's about it.
Moving out.
So, like I said, his English much better than mine.
Confirmed.
Hey, Hurricane. Back. In mission objectives, you don't usually have to kill everything in the missions. Yeah, that's another thing in the single player. We're going to see different ways of playing, hopefully. Schadenfreude?
Ah, dang it.
I don't even know what that is, Avram. I'm not even sure. I'm pretty sure I didn't even say that right.
Confirmed.
I don't even know what it's supposed to mean. Probably just cussed and don't even know it.
Affirmative, Commander.
Oh, we got all the German speakers in here now, right? An arty strike would be nice. Depends how big it is. I honestly, Avram, I do not know German. Very little. It's really never a language I studied. I actually have a degree in linguistics, but German was not a language I actually studied. I did mostly the Latin or the Romance languages. Did a little bit of American Sign Language, a little bit of Japanese, but never German.
Reporting. Structural damage.
Are there only player versus player for the online matches, or will there be player versus player versus player? For right now, it's only 2v2. That is what they're working towards. They do not have it. Harebrained Schemes is the company that's developing the game, and it's not. They don't have unlimited funding, so they have to be picky on what they choose. And right now, it's just 1v1 for multiplayer and 4 mechs versus 4 mechs, or 1 lance versus 1 lance. And again, it's all based on, you know, they want to actually finish the game, so they have to be, you know, picky on what they choose to develop.
Throttling up for what it's worth.
Everything else, what may be get added on a later time, depends on how good it sells.
Right. Yeah. Their mantra over at Harebrained is all things are possible through success. So the more successful this game is, the more they'll be able to develop in the future. And that includes expansions, expanding multiplayer, all that kind of other fun stuff. And again, it's all based on how successful this game is. Schadenfreude should be malicious joy. Google Translation told me so.
Battlemech down.
Did you just kill my commando? I'm not.
Yes.
I'm paying attention to chat more than I am the game. I'm horrible. When the game is out and sells, the first thing they want is co-op. No, the first thing they want is cinematic replay, like BattleTech, or not BattleTech, Battlestar. Battlestar Deadlock does. That's the first thing they want to do.
Awaiting orders. Go into full throttle.
Yeah, you can actually order the game. You can either become a backer, or you can, shoot, what is it? Hold on. Do the link real quick in chat. This is it. You can do that one. PT, kick. There we go. So there's the backer kit link if you want to use that. Keep in mind, if you want to participate in the beta test, this is a closed beta, so the only way you can, get to this is if you're participating in the Kickstarter in some way, and at a minimum value, I believe of 50, I think is what it is nowadays. Keep that in mind.
I think it's 60.
I think they moved it down to 50. I think. I'm not positive. It could be 60. Yeah, the link that's you want to be a BattleTech beta Kickstarter. That's the link you want to use. And again, minimum, I think it's 60, but somebody was saying it was 50 about a week ago. But that's to get into the beta. You don't have to though. I think for 30 you get the full game and stuff when it's released, and you're still helping with the Kickstarter backer that way. But you don't.
It's 35 for the smallest, and
okay, sorry.
Beta access with 60.
Okay, it's okay. So there it is. 60 to get into beta, 35 for the actual game when it's released. And for the record, I was an actual a Kickstarter backer over a year ago now, almost 2 years ago. Has it already been 2 years since the Kickstarter?
Wait.
I think so.
Taking minimal damage.
Confirmed. Location confirmed.
Not doing well here. I'm not playing this right. Playing this really badly, actually. October 15th will be 2 years.
The project went live on the 29th of September 2015.
Yep, 2 years. 2 years already. Wow. So we've been waiting for a while, but that's okay. No, that's actually not that bad for game development. 2 years is pretty typical. From announcement to, yeah, we're going to make it, to it actually getting out the door, 2 years is actually pretty quick. But this game is not actually supposed to be released until early next year, early 2018. It was supposed to get out this year, but they ran into some hiccups here and there with various things. So they're getting, they pushed the release date back, which is fine. We've got this to play around with in the meantime. But as long as they take the time, get it done right, that's what we really want. Keep in mind this is a beta. It is not finished. The game is still in development. So what you see here, may not make it into the actual release. So just keep that in mind. Still says avail. Wow, Steam is Steam. It's not accurate. Just so you know, Dutch, that's not accurate. They've modified their release schedule.
Reporting heavy damage.
I was gonna say you get to move twice. That doesn't seem right.
Orders?
Yes, Commander. Prepping for jump.
Oh, damn it. I screwed up. Damn it. Oh well.
No line of sight?
No, I was... Oh no, my evasion wasn't showing up there at first, but it's there now. Never mind. I was hoping to get evasion out of that, and I did, finally. It was just slow to update.
Standing by. Moving full speed.
So, since we do have new people in the channel that haven't seen the game before, the reason they're red blips is because I don't have visual on them, and he killed my little scout mech, which had a sensor lock ability. He's dead, so he's not helping me anymore. He's got a mech with sensor lock. That's what his commando back here is doing. He's sensor locking my Griffin here.
Yep.
That's why he's
Actually, I have two. One in reserve.
Oh, fine.
I got you.
Hi, how you doing?
Little Kintaro sneaking up.
Sneaking? There's no sneaking involved. He's been running his ass off. Oh yeah, sprint, because when you sprint, all this evasion makes him really hard to hit. That was the thought here. Get him to reconsider his current life choices. We'll see how it works. So, once again, for new people to the game, what you're seeing at the top here, these 5 numbers, these are phases for each round. Mechs move in this phase based on their weight class. In this case, a light mech moves in phase 4, mediums in 3, heavies in 2, assaults in 1. Each little V there, the white are my mechs, so you can see I have 3 mediums, and I had a light that was moving in phase 4. He's got a heavy that's moving in 2, and he's got his 3 mediums in 3. Actually, he's got a light that he's been reserving to move into phase 3. He's waiting to see where I'm moving before he locks down somebody. Right, when you sprint, you can't fire. to asymmetrical. That's what actually makes it strong or useful.
Orders.
Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, there's his missile boat. It's the catapult. So it's actually got back here. I didn't even look. So he's got a Centurion AL. It's all laser build, Commando of course, catapult for the LRMs, and oh, 2 Centurion ALs. So no ACs this turn. For you.
Armor holding.
Commander? Targeting for an alpha strike.
Yay. Not that it matters, but he's just gonna get back up all by himself in phase 1. Yes, the cover of the trees reduces the damage by 25%. There's, that's what the little shield there means. And the next move I'll show you different dots on the ground. They mean stuff. And then if you don't move, or sorry, if you do a half move and don't shoot, you can go into braced mode, which will reduce your range damage that you take by 50%. And then there's a pilot skill that is called Bulwark, and if the mech doesn't move at all, that skill allows the mech to go into basically brace mode, and it takes again 50% less damage from all ranged attacks. But what it does allow you to do is sit still one spot, still shoot your damage, and get the bonus of that defense. When you're doing the braced one, you don't get to attack, because you do have to move, or you don't have to move, but you don't get the bonus of how that works. It looked like I hit it. Well, yeah, that's the way missiles are. They look much more brutal than they are. At least that's the way it seems to be. But missiles have a side effect to them, is they make the mech that you're hitting more unstable than pretty much everything else. Because of the amount of times they hit, they make mech very unstable, easier to knock over. In this case, it's not going to matter, because the catapult is the last mech to move in the turn anyway, because it's the only heavy, and we have no assaults, so it was going to even though I knocked it down, it's still gonna have a chance to stand back up again. Because if it wasn't able to, if I was able to knock that down with my first attack, and then the other two were in range to shoot him, I could have done a called shot on various parts of the mech if I wanted to. But yeah, as you can see, he just gets up and runs away.
Internal structure damaged.
So now it's this little commando's turn. No, mechs don't take damage when they fall. They fall because they've taken damage. But the pilot has a chance to take damage himself if he fails one of his skill rolls, whatever it is. I don't know which one affects the the way to avoid damage, but it doesn't seem to get avoided that often. Hey, stop it. Need that arm, and don't knock me over either, damn it.
Oh, crap. Oh, that hit me.
Yeah, just Kentaro took a beating.
Mm-hmm. He's doing his job.
Standing by.
Doing his job.
Standing by.
I hate these hunchies. Even it's only the laser build.
However, to be honest, the fact that prone mech can be called shot is way worse for your side than fall damage. Yes, it is. Falling over is brutal. This poor Kentaro is probably not going to get back up. Because with all the mediums here, he's just going to get the shit kicked out of him here. Probably not get
I'm
back
taking
up.
a pounding.
And even if he does, he's going to be so stripped down, it's
Aye,
not
aye.
going to matter.
On the move.
That was a waste. Now he gets the call shot on the Kentaro here. More than likely he's gonna die, unless I get really lucky, and that's not gonna happen. All my luck was used up basically in the first game of the day. So, this game's gonna be really tough to win now. Right through the back of the Hunchy? Oh, that shot? Yeah, well, there's no real friendly fire in this game.
Standing by.
Right here. I think knockdowns might be still a little high. I know they toned them down a little bit, but I think they still might be a little high. Locking in target.
Wow, all that damage and it didn't kill anything. Oh. Didn't fall. Well, lasers don't have as much don't have as much effect on making a mech unstable as missiles
I'm
and
taking internal
ballistics.
damage.
They have some, but not as much.
Commander.
Because there's no real, you know, volume behind the shot.
Move order confirmed.
There we go. He's got some LRMs, but he's still got lots of lasers left, so.
I'm starting to cook.
Centurion. 2 Centurion ALs. Not anything to sneeze at. All the lasers. Left arms are
They're
overrated.
blowing through my armor.
You need it. Don't need it anyway.
No, it's a shield arm. That's all it is on the Griffin. Just like the Centurion. Yeah, I need to start playing fire starters again. I've got moved away from them. Hurt. Yeah, this is over.
Internal structure damage.
This is over. He's got what?
I've lost stability. Battle mech down.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. Yeah, I lost when I didn't push up fast enough. Soon as I realized you had the big missile boat back there, I should have pushed faster than I did. But I took my time. That's what cost me. Letting the commando get a beating without me. I should have been pushing up while you were shooting the commando, but I didn't. That's why I'm losing.
Yep.
I'm being flanked. That hit something important. Yes, Commander.
4 against 1. It's a massacre.
Yeah, it's gonna end well. Okay.
Huzzah!
I get one chance at this. Probably not gonna be enough.
Okay, firing everything.
I don't think so.
Nah, it's not gonna be enough. Nope. Not quite.
3 more lasers and it would be enough.
A few more lasers. A lot more lasers. He's got 69 structure left. His laser only doing 25, so 3 more would have had to hit the CT. I had the heat for it. Roundhouse kick them all. Yes. Actually, we need to go into Death Blossom. Oh, reinstalling is awesome, Goodian. It's the best part of life. Reinstalling all your software. Trying to remember what you need to actually install. So the question right now is the Hunchy gonna live through this round? That's the real. That's the real.
There's a lot of armor left.
Yeah, but not that much. Because there's that kind of stuff still going on.
Damage looks light.
Tactical
Commander.
nuke, yes. Actually, we need to do a stack pull here. It's the only way I can see coming out with a Pyrrhic victory. Headshots? Yeah, I wish you can't call headshots though, so it's completely random. And with 8 medium lasers, that's really rough to do. Because you'd have to do what? Basically 4 to 5 medium lasers to the head.
I'm okay for now.
Have a shot at getting a head kill. Yes, we need to stack pull them. That's the only way it's going to come out as a, like I said, a Pyrrhic victory here.
3 hits with a medium laser.
I
Would be enough. Also for the catapult.
Oh, for the catapult, maybe. Because the catapult has head. No, the catapult doesn't have head damage. Oh, maybe it would.
45 armor and 16 structure.
Okay, so yeah, 3 would do it.
I think the heavier those souls have more structure and more armor.
I thought they were all the same.
Incoming message.
Sniper, thank you for the follow. Are you actually in channel?
I'm
No, you're
getting
not.
pummeled.
It's always funny to get a ghost follower playing a game like Battletech where there's like nobody really streaming it. So I don't know where that person actually comes from. I don't know how that even happens.
Help, I'm getting flanked.
And we lost the laser.
I'm losing.
Definitely
weapon
gonna lose
system.
now.
Right here.
One more chance to kill the catapult.
Let's see, it's the left side, right?
On my way.
Oh, we get to fire everything because we lost the medium that won't overheat us. Hey, I got a kill!
I got
Moral victory!
The last one.
Moral victory!
I'm melting in here.
The last laser did it.
Yep. Hey, Cheshire, welcome back. See, the problem is, his Centurions are untouched, really. So, the chances of me burning through that much armor is very, very slim. As in, it won't. Unless I get really lucky with 2 headshots in a row, this is gonna go my way. Plain and simple.
Should be over. Centurion, one more and you're back, and
Dude.
the commando.
Yeah, the commando might be able to kill him if he gets behind him. How much struck? Yeah, this might end it here. Yep. Oh well, I want to say good game, but I blew it from the beginning, so it was a game. Good job. Good job taking advantage of my stupidity. Good job. You got distracted last night. Don't worry about it, Cheshire. Not a big deal.
You were distracted by the chat.
Nah, no, I'm not gonna use that kind of excuse. I screwed up. I didn't recognize that you had a big LRM boat, and I should have pushed you from the very beginning. I shouldn't. While you were distracted by while you were beating up on my commando, I should have pushed everybody into you. I should have sprinted everybody right into your face. That's the only way I would have won that.
It would be quite different then.
Yes, that would have been different if I would have done that, but I didn't. So I lost. No big deal. It's only a game. And let's see, what are we up to now? So in the Gimpy versus Camisal battle, Camisal is now 5 wins and 2 losses. So congratulations on that. I get beat up by Germans again. Anyway, if you guys want to check out what I'm talking about, click that link. It's a spreadsheet. We're keeping track of everybody I play against, as well as the league that we're running. You can see how everybody's doing that's participating so far. We've had to make a couple of additions and subtractions here and there. But
Oh wow.
remember your Steam password, you're screwed, Gwydion. You're screwed.
Tarkus has a similar statistic with you.
Who does?
Tarkus.
Oh, Tarkus beats the crap out of me all the time. He basically runs these super high alpha brawler builds against me. It's like, ugh. It's basically he runs similar things to you, like lots of ACs. You know, he's not afraid to bring the 20s. You know, that kind of deal. He's basically building lances to see how bad he can beat me, is what it is.
I bring in the 20s in one game, but I change.
Yeah, I know. But Tarkus likes to bring victors. He's a fan of the victor.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, exactly. I screwed up from the beginning, plain and simple. That's all me. Anyway, thank you for the game.
Pleasure.